Young Africa, be inspired.
My name is Uche Nnani. I am the CEO of Topaz Group. I grew up pretty much in the eastern part of Nigeria. I grew up in my hometown, Uguta. It's a very beautiful place. I think you should visit it. I come from a family of 8 children. I'm the 7th born and the last girl. I got my bachelor's degree from Imo State University, where I studied government and public administration. When I finished my studies, I had to do the 1-year primary assignment. I was deployed to Nasarawa State, where I did my primary assignment at the government house. At the end of that primary assignment, I just wanted to do more. BA wasn't enough for me. I started researching into doing my master's, and that was the new trend. And the course that was trending at that point was human resource management. I started looking for the schools I would go to. Finally, I researched and I settled with University of Hertfordshire. But I had to look for the money, to pay my tuition because it wasn't cheap. Then I had to start trading. I went to London, I bought clothes, I was selling to my fellow friends, and I raised money. In 2005, I began that journey. I went to University of Hertfordshire, where I obtained MA in Human Resource Management and Employee Relations. So in 2007, I started my career in a bank where I worked in Human Resource Management Department. I was the one who is in charge of, onboarding anyone who is newly recruited into the bank. And, that was where the passion of serving people grew from. I had to make sure that everybody was settled. I just wanted to make sure I did great. And that was where this journey, the dream of trying to serve people and give a great customer service started from. And while I was in the bank, I didn't have any money. I didn't know where the money would come from. But I knew I wanted to do this. I wanted to serve people. And because part of my duties was to make sure people were settled, I checked people into the hotels, took care of their logistics. And I did great at that. I was like, this is what I love to do. Sometimes I close work at 10 p.m. My boss said, Uche, go home. Why are you here? But I just loved it. Even without being paid, I was not doing it just to make anybody happy or to get a raise or to get promoted, but I just loved it. So that was where this journey started, that I knew I wanted to run a platform where I could serve people. And while I was in the bank, I registered a company called Topaz Lodge. I didn't know where the fund would come from, but really, that's how it all started. This journey hasn't been easy. By the time I wanted to start doing this, I met with a friend who said, okay, we could co-own guest house together. We went to the first property. It was good. They asked us to now bring the fund. I had my own little fund available, my own part of the share, and she went missing. She disappeared, and that dream didn't kick off then. So one fateful day, in 2010, I came to see my cousin in this place, now Topaz Lodge. I saw this beautiful property, but there was no light. It was dilapidated. Well, I said, wow, this is an opportunity. This is my dream. I just want to do something that I can have time for my family, my son, my husband, and still make a living and, be an employer of labor, give back to the society. Then I said, I came to meet my cousin in that place. And my cousin told me she knows the owner. And I said, cousin, please, how can I meet this owner? And I met with the owner. He didn't have the money. And I didn't have so much too, so I had to source of where to get the fund to renovate, upgrade, and start running this guest house. So one day, I was just talking to a friend of mine about this great idea, about this property I've seen, and I really want to revamp it. And that was how I got my first partnership. And I was listening to someone the other day, and he said that there is power in partnership and consider. And I think that is really true. Because I had this dream, I didn't have all of the money, but someone came and partnered with me. And the person said that his term was that he had to take 60% of what the business made, and I would take 40%. And you know what? I took it, and I never looked back. Running the business wasn't easy. There was so much burden on me. I had to pay back my investors because we're in partnership for 2 years. And look at the short term, I had to keep the place running, upgrade facilities, make sure I maintained the customer base and the profit level. But my partners had a different opinion. They wanted to cash in and cash out. But for me, it was a thing of passion. It wasn't just all about the profit for me. I just wanted business to succeed. I have an idea and I have the dream where I want to take this business to. 2 years down the line, to God be the glory, the business made enough money. I paid back my investors because it wasn't all about the money for me. It was all about a place where people would walk in and they would have a total experience. And that was how the business Topaz Lodge gave birth to Topaz Luxury Lekki Phase 1. Between the two of them, we have 23 rooms. We have grown from 12 to 23. I am not gonna give up. We want to do more. We want to have more rooms. To say there are not times that I've not thought about giving up, that would be a total lie. There are times, the numbers aren't jiving, so much pressure to pay so many bills, overhead. Of course, I've thought at some point of giving up, but that drive, that passion has always kept me going. And there are challenges in this business, considering that this business is a very capital-intensive one. It is my plan to grow this into a very big business that in the next 3 years, we should own our own property. We don't have to lease, and also make it possible for the business to be located in every major city in Nigeria, and for the long-term goal to spread our tentacles into some parts of African countries. I see a great boost in the hospitality business in Nigeria. People are beginning to give so much attention to this industry. 2013 statistics has revealed that hospitality industry alone contributes 12.3% to the Nigerian economy. Like there's a research that says, not too long ago, that Lagos does not even have enough hotels to accommodate all the people who coming into Lagos each year. My advice to young people who want to do business, I will encourage them to take the lead. But before you take the lead, you need to come in. What is it that I want to do? You need to plan. You need to be focused and tenacious in whatever area or industry your passion is. But first of all, it has to be about passion. It mustn't be all about the money, because if it's all about the money, you will most times fail. But if it's something that comes from within, you're passionate about, that is that thing that you do without being paid. And from doing that thing which you love and you're passionate about, the money will come. As you know, running this business is not easy. There are so many challenges. Like, we have to generate our power most of the time. So you need to do the calculations right. You need to read a lot. You need to know the trends. You need to also have a mentor in any field that you want to go into. People who have done it in the past. People who are still doing it. Because once you have a mentor, they tell you their experiences, where they failed, so you don't fail as well. So these are all the things that you need to do. You need to set timeline goals. You need to make sure you're working at it daily. Where are my milestones? Where are my deadlines? All those things. You need to constantly work towards whatever your passion is that you want to do. And I bet you that you will always succeed. Know that if you're married, home comes first. You need to make sure that the home succeeds that will also give you energy to succeed at work. So both are important, but I think family is more important. And having a great supportive system will make all of that work. The journey of owning your own business is never easy, but it's quite rewarding. Despite the challenges, I'm doing it, I'm loving it. I got financial freedom. My name is Uche Nnani. I am the CEO of Topaz. Young Africa, be inspired.